Well, good afternoon, family and friends. Oddly enough, I'm getting more likes than I thought I would. Um, but hey, that's okay. Anybody wants to view these things, laugh at me, whatever. I don't care. So I'm back. It's been raining for the last 3 days. So I want to show you the versatility of this tarp. A couple different ways to put toggles on some of the eyelets. Of course, we're going to reinforce them with tape. We want them to last. But I want to get this thing set up so it goes back in this pack. This medium Alice pack, it'll work. It takes a little bit of tweaks, like the releases here. They slip, and the problem is when I put it on my back last week, it slipped right out of the clasp. So I put some tape around that, rolled it up, put some tape around it. Just, same thing that my OBE does, but it's already enabled in there. Anyway, I'm going to try to work with this pack. Maybe I should have went with the full Alice pack, paid, double, but live and learn. You can always try stuff out. And if you do it within time of Amazon, 30 days, you could always return it. Or you could just sell it, give it to somebody, that's your choice. So, like I said, I want to reconfigure this, but all this debris, wood, and everything, it's going to be underneath my lawn, a little tree branch there. I'm going to make some shelves. Like I said, I'm going to retie some toggles on middle loops, the ones I need. The reason for toggles is they're quick, and if you need to extend it, you just put the toggle through a bowline knot, and you can extend it as far as you want. The gray bearded green beret showed me this, not personally. I watched his video, and he made toggles on them. I'm like, that's a great idea. If you don't want the excess rope or cordage on the corners, if it keeps coming undone because you don't tie it right, then by all means do the toggles. It's another way. I may do both, but I'm just, I need to get to it. But I'm back again. Sergeant OCD doesn't quit, man. He just got to take care of all this. Now I do want to grab some of this wet wood that's on the side and try to light a fire. Show you what I saw about that. I haven't tried it yet, so like I say, you'll learn with me. We could see it done 1,000 times, but if we can't actually do it, it's really not worth even looking at it. So I'm going to release this pack, hang it up again. I did make some modifications to this pack. We're going to go through my Poncho and Poncho Liner. I put some canteen holders on the side of this to see if I can get some more room in here. Last week I wanted to get my propane tank in here so I can boil water quickly. I also put a little lighter on the side. It's actually my mom's lighter. It still has her little leather case she made, and that will be to spark the burner. Anyway, it's going to be a little while. I'm going to get all this stuff, cleared out and ready to go. One thing I didn't show you last week, when you're done with the camera, you can hang it up at the rear of your shelter if you want. My wrist is hurt. I got a new toy the other day, and I don't shoot compound bows very often, and I got a good deal on one, but it's 60 pounds and my arm's like 2 inches too short, so I've got to make something for that so I can use it. I got a little welt on my arm because I wasn't holding it properly. And I knew I wasn't. But, yeah, I put these little things on the side so I have my coffee in there, and I have my one container there. You see how these things come loose? I'm gonna have to figure something out because I'm gonna lose some things. And this is my military pack, so I got my SOG Tomahawk. Ouch. We're gonna play with that too. You know, Kamp Kaos and Sergeant OCD, it's kind of, I never got to do these things when I became an adult, so I'm trying to get them all in before I die. And plus, you know, being out in the outdoors really doesn't suck. So I love it. I've always have, but just I haven't been working or whatever. So I try to get out as much as possible. Let you know, I shed this LBE and redo the camp. God bless. So one thing I wanted to show you, I have a bowline knot here on this loop here. When you're wrapping them up, this is the best way for a quick release. Start it with your cord over your thumb, go around your pinky, and just keep crisscrossing that. I've seen a lot of the bushcrafters do this, and it's amazing. You just grab that hank and pull. It's for quick deployments, to get a shelter up quickly. That's why we buy tent stakes. Also, that knot, it's real easy. After you wrap it around, one time over, bring it over. Right there, that's that knot. I've been tying it for years, didn't know what it was called, and still don't. Anyway, that's an update. I'm still tearing this apart. Okay, I just tried to tie that toggle that the Grayberry Green Beret I saw on YouTube, but I can't get it. I'm gonna have to come back and show you later. Anyway, I think I'm gonna show you later on how to make tent stakes too. It's getting late in the day and I'm running out of time. I was at the bow shop a couple hours this morning, threw off a lot of my time. But anyway, I'm just gonna keep staking this down. There's a couple things wrong with this. Things aren't going right for me today, so anyway, this should be over underneath this, so the rain comes down, goes on here, the rain comes over here, goes down this way. I'm not going to worry about it right now, simply because it's not that important to me. But it's important that you know you have like a little pup tent so we can put a fire under here. You know, a lot of this stuff is test, so I'm gonna clean up the rest of this. You gotta move the fire pit, probably right here. Maybe a little further in. But anyway, I gotta move the fire pit and get my seats in there. I have a habit of picking up cordage, and this cordage, I hate to cut it, but I'm thinking this was cordage from the military, because I just cut it off of something that was really old, and I need to sharpen my knife. Okay. Yeah, I don't have the best equipment, but at least I have equipment. Yeah, that's one strand I just took out. I don't have my glasses. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, and this is it's black and white. So I think the thing is you can use that. You could use the whole thing to fire up. I can't remember what it is. It was black and white, but here's some of my old paracord. I got a huge hank of it. Anywho, let me get back to cleaning all this up, set up camp, and we'll be rocking and rolling. So, after doing some setup and everything, this is not going to work. I'm afraid my fire normally doesn't get that big. So I think I need to rethink on how I do. Good afternoon, family and friends. I have my, what we called an M9 knife in the Air Force, pilot survival knife. I kept this in my pack. It's a little bit of pine, maybe some fatwood here. We're going to try that if we can't get this taken care of. Basically, we have just a log that's wet on the outside. I'm going to try to get some dry stuff on the inside. But I'm going to show you my fire configuration. So, again, the gray-bearded green beret, I really like him. So, he has configuration like this. He's got a log in the back, larger, you know, 1 inch, 2 inch, and he's got 2 sticks here resting on another stick. So when you lift this stick, you actually can add more air to the fire while you're starting it. So he doesn't, so there's no need to like use a blow tube or get down and burn your beard and blow. So add oxygen to the fire. So that's a pretty cool idea. What I'm going to do is try to baton this. Too many people doing what I just did. So we're going to do it a different way. Always keep your hands away from... Oh man. Okay. That little axing probably is not the best thing for this. But get this thing in half. Alright, with all that noise going on, I'm not going to deal with this. So I'm going to go ahead and start processing this and show you the results later. Sorry about my traffic. So, what I have here is my poncho and a Poncho Liner. I'm going to connect the two and show you. Basically, they just tie into the grommets with these ties. So, I'll show you how it works out. So, as I was doing this, you know what my poncho said to me? You make me feel brand new. So, Poncho Liner in there, inside, and I snapped it together to make it a sleeping bag. This is like one of the coolest things I've gotten and bought. We made a new word. It's just, I've wanted a Poncho Liner for a while. You want to try to make everything dual purpose as possible. So I've got the poncho for rain. I could use it as an emergency blanket to wrap me up, put a candle underneath it. I mean, there's so many uses. And now I have a sleeping bag. So, according with some of the sleeping stuff, I just wanted to touch base with that. The furniture blanket I have was basically to put underneath, on top as kind of like a pad, but more so when we're dealing with a hammock, you could put it down underneath as like a warmth thing, like a whoopee or something. But they have these covers that go on the bottom for winter camping that insulate the bottom so you don't get that cold air. Like I said, my furniture blanket will take care of that. With this as a sleeping bag and my wool blanket, I think I'd be pretty warm. We're going to find out, because I'm not going to stop doing it because winter's coming. So anyway, let me get to this fire, put this away and get to this fire. I'm very, very pleased with this. God bless. All right, got it all back together and even got it in the bag, kind of. Yeah, I struggled with this for a little bit, and it ain't gonna go back in the bag, but I do need to put this in a bag so it keeps the Poncho Liner from being wet. All right, so I'm gonna set this aside, and we're gonna go right into the fire. This is an emergency. Since I have possum mentality, I got some grass on the way. I don't know if that's gonna work for a bird's nest or not, or whatever. It's a little moist, so it may or may not work. But I'm gonna throw that into my little A-frame that I built. And I'm gonna focus this more on this. Okay, I'm back trying to start the fire. So I've got this wood here that, like I said, was wet on the outside, and I had some grass with me. It's a little moist. It was actually in this campsite. So another tip from gray-bearded green beret is to put a little log there, have these two things over top another stick. That way, if you have to lift it for any reason to get air under there, you can. Thought that was pretty cool. So I'm going to split this to try to get to the center. I mean, I have some fat wood with me, but I'm trying not to use my resources. I've got this cordage I can use, so we're gonna start a fire today. I've always had problems with that, but I'm gonna go ahead and start splitting this up. And so I like to bring this little axe here with me. It's good for making points on things, but for splitting like this, I mean, an axe is heavy, but it's probably one of your better tools to bring. All right, turn that off. Anyway, I'm just going to keep on splitting, and please don't hold it and put the axe in there. Hardwood, so it's going to take a little bit for me to do feather stripping and things like this. I'll probably break it down one more time, because like I said, it's hardwood. But I'm going to throw all my stuff in there. I'm going to try to get that thing started. Anyway, let me break this down now. Alright, well, here we go again. Sergeant OCD trying to start a fire. Wet wood. So what I did is I had about a quarter of this size of some pine. So I was trying to extract the fat wood out of it, but it's not there yet. Grass here. I did as many shavings as possible. I don't know if you guys remember this can, but it's got all kinds of goodies in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just strike a spark in there and see if I can get this stuff to catch on fire. Yeah, I got some shavings in there. Like I said, you know, I'm okay with fires. It went down. What did it catch? Got all kinds of stuff in here. I think it caught a piece of wood on fire. That would be awesome. You see how I'm doing the parasite rod? Well, tell you what, I've watched enough of the videos to know how wrong I was. Oh, this isn't quite done. See that spark in there? What I'm going to do is I'm going to bury that right into the center here. Hopefully. Doesn't want to bury. Oh, that was that denim I did. Okay. Yeah, mark this thing with removable flight so I don't lose it. See too many shows where people lose their ferro rods or knives or something. I mean, that's crazy. Try to pull some of this from the back. All I need to do is get that grass on fire. This is the reason I have it too. I like my beard. Trying to get it to catch, but it doesn't look like it is. So there's plan B in here. Look at this little nugget. This little nugget is a cotton ball. At one time, this whole thing was like had petroleum jelly in it. That fire may go on its own. I don't know. It's starting to smoke. Just got to be patient with fires. I'm just trying to break apart some of this stuff. See, and I told you not to try to hold it and cut with an axe. So I went to this one and barely nicked my hand, but shouldn't do it. I do it anyway, but I know I shouldn't. Why do I do what I do when I don't want to do what I do? So, I haven't did a Bible verse today, but one of them that's been stuck in my head all week. Let me see if I can read it. I don't have my glasses on or my safety glasses out here. Okay. So, you are from God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is He who is in you than he who is in the world. So, greater is he who is in you, so God's in me, than he who is in the world. That he is a small he, could be me, could be others, but regardless, he's greater than all of us. That's John, 1 John 4, chapter 4, verse 4. I'm going to try to hit this other wax thing with a spark. Yeah, I'm not a guy that puts a knife around his neck. I don't put anything around my neck. So I gotta spread that out a little bit more. Fluff it up a bit. Yeah, I have all these little tricks to start wet wood, but there it goes. Get some of these little guys on there. Not yet. Come on. It started. Stay lit. Wow. So I gotta find something else. Alright, I will be back. Let's see what else I got in here. Alright, I had some tape. You should always have cargo tape, so I threw some of that on there. Yeah, I'm just I planned all week what I was going to do today, and it seems like nothing worked out the way I wanted it. That structure didn't work out. The reflective tarp, emergency tarp blanket, didn't work out the way I wanted it to. And of course, you know, with the trifecta, this isn't working out. You know, you're going to have these days that are failures. I just didn't plan on this being one of them today. So I'm going to start this fire maybe, or not. And maybe call it a day. Maybe get some other stuff done. So I got a busy weekend. I've got to go to Corn Maze Friday night, and then I've got to go over to bike ride for Mission 22. That's going to be all day because it's 2 hours away, and then the ride, and there's 2 stops, and it's probably going to take me to 6 o'clock before I get home. Alright, I'm gonna call it done. You know, this is a perfect example of if you were seriously out in the field and trying to start a fire. Things not working out, you know. I mean, some of this stuff I had in a plastic container, but it just didn't work out. I even got to use this, which I took, you know, small here, well, a round one, and I was able to shave off some things, but I just can't get the spark to start a fire. I'm done today. Mama says there'll be days like this. So, anyway, God bless you. You guys take care of yourselves. Try to get out there. Try to train. You know, if you're chopping wood, please be safe. Don't chop towards you, or you'll get one of those. And it's small. But I'm gonna think about this tonight, and I may be able to get out of here tomorrow. I don't know. I gotta mow and take care of a bunch of stuff. But anyway, you guys take care. God bless.